25.5 minutes set to go in this first period of qualifying. There are a lot of cars in line. We have a car on the racetrack, and Will Power is next in line. He currently is P4, trying to grab P1. You can see the other cars that are also in line. Anna Beatrice is there. So we should have a full 25 minutes now of qualifying until the track closes at 4 o'clock. And then a half-hour break, and we'll shoot it out for the pole. Alex Lloyd on the racetrack for his second attempt today.
You saw that Briscoe was in the line, too. So we got some heavy hitters yet to go.
And we talked about, since Bell was so close with getting that top 9, does he try and get back in the line? But if he does, the line we just saw is too long for him to get in and get another shot at it anyhow.
First lap only 223, so this isn't going to make it.
Second one 223.4.
One of two cars from the Dale Coyne stable. Second lap 223.4. The first one was 223.2. Alex Lloyd in turn 4, coming down for the white flag.
Pretty consistent. Should be another 223.4. And it is 223.457.
He needs a 223.929 to bump out A.J. Foyt the fourth from the top 24.
Yeah, he would need a 225.5 on the last lap. And no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yep, unless he's got some nitro on board there, a special little button.
Well, the interesting thing is Will Power apparently going to withdraw his previously posted speed to take another crack at it. Checkered flag waves for Alex Lloyd, but he does not make the top 24.
So Power, is that all about just getting a sense of the balance for what the track's going to be like when the segment starts for the shootout at the pole at 4:30? Or
Roger Penske talking to Eric Cowden, who of course is the engineer for Ryan Briscoe.
Power indeed has withdrawn his speed and is on the track trying to improve from P4. His teammate Elio Castroneves is currently P1 at 226.668.
Hey, here's the thing. If you had all three of your cars, 1, 2, 3, and you get the first selection, as a team owner, you can put whatever driver you want in whatever those spots. So when you're thinking, wait a minute, you don't want to bump your teammate? If it's a team car, I don't think it makes any difference. In other words, if it's a team choice, it's not going to just Elio's car or Will's car. It's a team effort. If you really wanted to, I believe, we'll check that, but you as an owner get that spot.
Yeah.
And I suppose you could put the three wherever you want them. So in other words, I don't think he's afraid about him bumping Elio.
And since it's on Briscoe's car, he's going to say, okay, I'm going to put Briscoe. That being Roger being that.
As much as I hate to admit it, Jan, you're right. No,
whoa,
really,
wait a minute.
It comes down to the green. You think about it. If Briscoe, if all these guys can get there and they get their choices, they can either pit together or pit in a position where they've got an easy in or an easy out. This is all about pit selection today.
Yes, it is.
Well, the green flag comes out, and Will Power begins his second run this afternoon.
Now his warm-up was only 2:19 only. Of course, that doesn't pay any money, but that is significantly slower than others have been warming up. Now, sometimes you do that to save the sweet spot on the tires.
Yeah, you don't lean on that right front tire too hard on that first lap.
Lap number 1 about to be completed for Will Power. It's a 226.362. And that would be P3.
And he'll need, to get to P2, he'll need another 10th. And at the moment, he's running about the same splits.
his inputs on the wheel, not being too aggressive on his initial turn into scrub, any extra speed, just letting the car do a lot of the rolling of the corner by itself.
Second lap quicker, Robbie, 226.399.
Oh.
He is right on the edge of being P2.
Needs a little more. You see it
He's working
on your computer there?
Yeah, he's working another 226. Oh, he might pick this up. If he keeps this going, he'll have enough. Of course, he's got to finish it for P2. Not enough for Elio, who's breathing a sigh of relief, but maybe enough for P2.
Here's the third lap. It's 226.420, so he picked it up again. He's been faster on every lap.
So right now, his average does put him in P2.
He is very consistent. Again, good splits. He's on 226.4 pace.
Which is what he needs.
Thousandths of a second. We've seen people lose it in turn 4 as far as the time.
When you think they got it, all they got to do is make it home. You're right.
But he's looking good for P2.
Checkered flag, fourth lap, 226.4. He did it.
Does it? Wow.
Average 226.412. He is P2, knocking Tagliani to P3. So Alex spent most of the day in P1 and finds himself now in position 3, knocked out by 2 Penske cars. Elio says, I'm glad you're P2, but I'm also glad you're not P1.
Now, you saw Roger on the radio talking to Eric Cowden. You know what they're doing. All right, Will, what was it like? What do we need to do? I mean, they're getting that last-minute reconnaissance to say exactly what the car did to make that last-minute decision to send Briscoe out, because you know what they're gunning for? They're gunning for a Penske 1, 2, 3.
You bet. And right now, Ryan Briscoe is P8.
Well, Roger, you took the gamble. Looks like it paid off 1 and 2 now. I see Briscoe's car in line. Do them one, you send one out, you got to send them all?
No, we just want to be sure we're in the top 9 with all 3 cars. And I think that, you know, obviously it was a great run by Will, because the front 2 pits are key in the race, as everybody knows. But, you know, it's a big chance we took there. But I think Will is solid today. And I think Ryan will leave him where he is. He'll be 8th. And then we'll be ready to have a shootout here at 4:30.
So you don't even want him to go out and shake down the car and find out how it, you know, feels right now?
If we shake it down, we got to take our time down. I don't want to do that.
I don't blame you, Roger. Lindy Thaxton?
All right, Townsend, you risk it, you go back out, you improve positions, but you're up to 10 right outside that number 9. What are your thoughts right now?
Just happy to be standing there. It was, we were in a rush. We did a completely new setup after our first run this morning. In qualifying, we went back to the garage, changed things around, and went out, and it was sliding around pretty good, but faster. And luckily, my right foot was just dumber than I was in the head, and I kept my foot down and hung on. So the Herbalife car's in the top 10 for now. We're happy.
Thank you, Townsend.
Thanks.
Bob?
Real nice run by Townsend Bell at 225.097. There is the guy who currently occupies P1, Elio Castroneves. Team Penske has a good show going so far as Mario Romancini goes back onto the speedway for his second attempt today.
You know, it's interesting that Roger Penske knows when to hold them and knows when to fold them. You know, I truly thought after sending those first 2 cars, him standing there, why not send the third?
And he's like, no, I'm not going to withdraw.
But you know, he is the strategist for Briscoe's car.
Yeah.
So he's saying, you know, we're in. No one's going to knock us out of the top 9, and we're good.
Well, you know, Romancini, he can get this done. His teammate Baguette, his run.
Yep.
Oh,
They aborted the start.
okay.
Or the
Just
run.
as I was saying that. Anyhow.
Here's Lindy with Will Power.
All right, well, what'd you do to be able to do that?
Not much. I think the conditions have just changed, so it's just quicker. My first run, there's a mess up in the gearbox. I don't know what it was. I thought I'd touched the paddle, but I didn't. So, yeah, it was just a clean run. It was good.
You looking forward to going out and doing that all again?
Oh, man, I don't know how many times I can do that today. I mean, I guess I have to do it another 2 times. And you got to hold on, because one, is really sketchy with the way the wind is, and 2. Yeah, 3 and 4 are quite easy. So, yep, you grip the wheels as hard as you can.
Thank you, Will. And his teammate Ryan Briscoe is in line as well to go back out. Stay with us. We're back live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Pole Day right after this.
Only real car guys could have come up with this.
One product that cleans wheels and tires.
Keep your wheels and tires looking great.
Looking great. Looking great.
With foaming all-wheel and tire cleaner from Others. Just spray on, hose off, and that's it.
It's really that easy.
A unique spot-free rinse with no need to hand dry.
At Mazda Americas.
At Foose Design.
At MHT Wheels.
At Pirelli Tire North America.
We all agree.
Nothing performs like Mother's foaming all-wheel and tire cleaner.
Continues here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Less than 15 minutes to go. Anna Beatrice is on her qualifying run.
And her first lap at the moment puts her in 14th position.
Wow.
224.7. Hello. That's a nice start.
That would move her up in front of her teammate, Mike Conway.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
And it looks solid. It's not like you're out there trying to knock the fence down. It looks pretty good.
And the kind of the surprise in your voice is we didn't really see any lap times for her, in practice, other than what she did earlier.
And there you go. Ryan was next in line, but they have decided to take the car out of line, so he will not try to better his position 8 right now. Anna Beatrice, how was the second lap?
She slipped a little, but still 17th position. Second lap was a 224.3, so she lost 4/10. But still, as long as there's no slip-ups, this is a great start to a run.
I tell you, I'd be a lot happier going back to the garage when we're done today with her being in this top 24. That would be great.
About 12 minutes remaining in the 15 car of Paul Tracy, who is not in the field, is next in line.
Slipped 1 position to 18th, still solid. 224.1 on lap number 3. Her average is still a 224.3. Few corners to go.
Very impressive rookie, Anna Beatrice.
She may slip into the 223s, but
that still
it should be good enough.
Checkered flag waves. Beatrice qualifies.
And 19th, 223.8 for an average of 224.243. Nicely done.
Very nice.
And we're very happy that you got your computer here. You want to keep us in tune. So I'm going to be on her stand during the race. So that's a nice run.
So Thomas Schechter is your only one out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We never saw Schechter. We saw him get back out, but we never saw him do anything with any times. So never really got him sorted back out and got him comfortable with anything to.
The first car that qualified today has just been bumped out of the top 24, that being A.J. Foyt IV. The bump speed now belongs to Jay Howard, the 24th speed, 223.964. And here is Paul Tracy to try to get it done again.
And the line is long enough to where if it doesn't work, that's it for today, right?
Yeah,
there was quite a lineup of cars.
There's only 10 minutes to go.
Yeah. So essentially, this is his last shot for today.
Right.
Yeah. For him to come back again, you're saying, to do it.
Yeah, there's a line. It's quite long. And remember, the track will close in 10 minutes, ending segment number 1.
And there we talked about Schechter. There he is.
Yeah.
In the car.
We're going to get to see him.
Yep.
Okay.
Here comes Tracy taking the green flag.
Did a 2:19 warm-up lap, which, again, doesn't mean much.
Walking through the parking lot where the motorhomes are, I noticed PT's ride that he's got to drive him around here in downtown Indianapolis is a 1964 Lincoln Continental, all done up, and I'm a Lincoln guy as well, and
believe it or not, he drove that himself single-handedly all the way from his home in Nevada. That should have been a great ride.
Come on, did he really? I would have thought he would have had that shift, but good for him.
That's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 21st century style.
First lap isn't good enough. 223.295.
Needs quite a bit more pace.
That's where you just, again, to bring it back up again, you cannot take this racetrack for granted. You know, he really had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
Everything was going okay. They had a good draw last night, second out. I mean, it just can change so quick at this racetrack.
Tracy comes down to complete half the run.
And I would say it's not much longer until they throw the yellow on this one.
Second lap slower.
They don't want to wreck anything, and you know when you don't have it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's already out of it right there.
Yep.
Yep.
There it is.
Mark Johnson, the team manager for KV, waving that yellow. Yeah. You see that?
All right, Robbie, how's the traffic down there with 8 minutes to go?
It's starting to get crazy. Rocking down here is the traffic cop. You can see Sebastian Saveja's car. It's starting to move out. You see Milka Duno, the Citgo car. No Milka. She's heading out. Simona Di Silvestro. Now she's in the field. I don't believe they can make her move. She's going to pull up to position, and she has to fill out the paperwork, sign it, hand it in before she drops her time. There's Jay Howard. He's on the bubble. If somebody does move into that position, he's going to have to go make another run. And probably last but not least, the 32 of Mario Moraes. They already had the car warmed up, ready to go. He's hoping he gets a chance to try and make it not only in the field of 24, but that shootout in the top 9 spots.
Well, we see Milka's car being taken out of the qualifying line. Now, Simona is, what, 20?
Yeah, they're going to turn her around, too, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Lindy is with Anna Beatrice.
Okay, Anna, here we are, your first poll day for an Indianapolis 500. You've already been in the thick of it. What are your thoughts right now?
This is crazy. What a day. I'm just watching the times. I don't know how much. I think I have 7 minutes to go. I think I won't have time for 5 people to be faster than us. But I'm looking to the rookies too. You know, I'm really happy with the last run. We worked on the afternoon to get faster laps. Hopefully we did, so I'm glad we did much better than we did in the morning. So we can get qualified today.
All right, thank you, Anna. Bob?
Thomas Schechter with just about 6.5 minutes to go in segment 1. They're the women and how they have fared today. 19th, 20th, and 21st of those who have been have made their way into the race.
And Bobby just did a 2:24.2 warm-up lap.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know,
easy there.
Thomas, you know, he is. We know he's brilliantly fast, but he also isn't that patient of a personality. You can't hold the guy back. As much as he says, no, I understand. But, boy, did we see a guy last year just throughout the year.
It's good. Look at this. 224.463. Jay Howard is on the bubble and next in line. Are you buying dinner tonight if you get your 4 cars?
You bet I am. you again, last year was a different animal to this year right now. The way it's going for dry arrival, no 2 ways about it. But Schechter's one of these guys. I put him in a category. He can win this race. He has the speed, the ability, and just that personality and style to win the 500.
He's still good. I think the tracker's dropped off, but he's still good because he's still maintaining a 2:24.2. He should still be solid. Yep, there we go.
222.226, 224.226.
And something was definitely wrong on this car earlier. If you think that first attempt we saw, it was dragging the bottom, and it just didn't look pretty with all the stuff that was coming off it. We don't see anything that now, so they corrected that, and he's got a happy race car.
Again, there's just on that end of the racetrack, the tracker drops off, but he's still good. 224.2, which should still keep him in that 19th spot. 1 to go.
Third lap for Schechter is 224.248, just a little bit faster than lap 2. Looking for his 9th start in the Indianapolis Indianapolis 500. He's from Cape Town, South Africa. And the son of a former world champion in Formula One, Jody Scheckter.
Boy, what a great effort to pull this together. As you said, Robbie, the car started not right, scrambled, got it out here at the last moment, and it looks like coming off 4, he's going to get it done. Nice job.
And the car wasn't right this morning, and they went back and did the under tray, and then it came back, it still wasn't right. So to pull this off, whoo,
very nice.
With 3 minutes to go.
2:24.261 was his 4-lap average, and that puts him in P19.
And Robbie might be relaxed tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
It's only Saturday.
I may be hungover.
Jay Howard has been bumped out, but he's going to try to get back in here on this run, and this could be our final one of the first segment.
So he would bump Vitor Mira, of all people.
Yep.
Yeah. And we've seen enough speed from Howard to do this, I think.
Mario Moraes would be next if there is time. He just has to go on to the speedway before the 4 o'clock hour arrives.
Which is going to be tough if Howard does the full pull of all laps here, all 4 laps.
Yeah. If Jay Howard is obviously slower than he needs to be to make it, Brian would probably bring him in and allow Mario to go out. But let's see how things go here. Less than 3 minutes.
They usually, as Brian stated, he said, hey, once we see what that speed of that second lap is, if it's not enough, we would probably call the yellow and get him in. So it does give the opportunity for the next driver in line.
Green flag comes out for Jay Howard.
This is exciting stuff, and we're not even done with day 1. This feels like the end of bump day.
I know.
This is great.
It's safe to say that we have determined that 9 that will go into the shootout.
Yes.
Yep.
They will be Castroneves, Power, Tagliani, Franchitti, Dixon, Rahal, Muto, Briscoe, and Carpenter. Howard in turn 4, or about to be. There's a short shoot between turn 3 and 4. Lap number 1 about to be completed. Let's see if he's good enough. 224.033 is the average he needs, and it's a 223.949, and not quite fast enough.
Yeah, but he could take it up on the second lap. That's why you got to, you got to give him a fair shake here and see what he posts on this second lap.
Tracker says 23rd.
Well, he's still close enough to where they wouldn't pull him off.
Oh, they just did.
Yep.
Or the team did. There he is. That's Brian Barnhart. We saw that little hand. That means Moraes is on track. There we go.
Oh, Jay Howard was pretty close with a 223.9, and he needed a 224.0.
Wow, that was a bit...
This is where you're in your own world for Moraes. He got into the wall earlier. They got him fixed. He's back out. He knows he's got to be the last one going out to try and make the top 24 right now. I mean, you're just... The state of mind, you're oblivious to anything else. You're just thinking about what you got to do right now to get this thing in the top 24. Again, he's still got tomorrow. We're not sitting here on the bubble day with getting in that for that last row. It's just the 24, but it's almost taken us into that mindset here with the intensity of it.
I'm still a bit that was pretty aggressive to pull him off when he was only 0.1 behind.
Yeah, and I don't think that was Barnhart, though. Do you think?
Well,
I don't know. I didn't see a yellow away from the team.
It'll be interesting. We'll have to kind of circle back to that just to see.
I mean, it is true that most people did lose time during the run.
Here's the gun about to go off in 3, 2, 1. That's it.
There it is.
First segment is over. Mario Moraes, the final qualifier in segment 1. The pole shootout is coming up in a half hour. Moraes takes the green flag.
Warm-up lap of
218.5.
Okay.
this off. Just run this to completion. You're the last one.
Yeah.
You got your foot in the door.
Marias crashed earlier today, his first lap.
I think you'll like it. A 2:24.8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No kidding.
Yep. 14th position.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Don't be near A.J. Foyt right now.
Yeah, really, both of his cars have been bumped out, or Mira is about to be bumped out if Mario can continue on.
And he's only dropped about 1/10. This is looking like it'll stack up to be a 2:24.7.
This guy seems to be able to get the job done. Second lap complete.
And it is 2:24.7.
Wow.
Stays in 14th.
Oh, man. He's just going to the top of my list of what's impressed me and showed me so much today. Whew.
He actually improved a little. 2:24.8. If he strings this together.
We are in for a fast top 9 shootout. If this is any indication of what the heck's going on to this racetrack right now. Oh, man.
One to go.
And he picks up. He got into the 2:25s.
Holy cow.
Moving to 13th position does Marias.
Man. Using all the racetrack there off of 2.
Dropped just a couple tenths, but should still be
last.
I mean, man, 13th. This should be right around a 2:24, high 2:24. Fantastic effort from Marias and KV Racing.
How about that?
Finishes it off. Sure enough, 2:24.9. Bob.
How about that? So Kevin Kalkoven has a little bit to smile about here with that run by Mario Marias. Robbie is with Jimmy Vasser.
Jimmy, a big shout out goes to your team turning that car around that fast.
Absolutely. You know, we've been we had a lot of hard work to do today and then all week long, and you know, that 32 crew did a great job. So did the 8 crew getting Vizo back out there after his crash earlier in the week, and we just got to get Sato and PT in tomorrow. And but yeah, the whole KV team doing a great job, and Mario did a great job.
Jay Howard was out there on the track. You know, you see in other sports, guys talking with other teams. Did y'all say anything if you weren't going to post that time to dip out?
Yeah, we did, and you know, a lot of credit to them for giving us a shot. That was good sportsmanship.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
Thanks, man.
Thomas Schechter, you get out of the car and you're all high fives and hugs, but I heard you say you actually hate today. Why is that?
Well, I think that's you know, just making it. I really wanted to, I had it in my mind the whole week. I needed to make sure that I qualified it in today, and at one stage it didn't look like it, but we got our heads together and we made it happen. Just have to thank Monavi for helping me get this put together, and Dry Reinbold, Matt and Larry Curry really put our heads together. After that first run, I mean, I did 2 laps and pulled it in. We made a big mistake on the setup, but this is enough for my heart, and I think I'm going to go now and just have a EMV and go relax. It'll actually bring my heart rate down, I think.
So at this point, just happy to be in the show.
Yeah, but you know, you want to get today qualifying done so you can work on race setup. You know, with limited testing, it's so important that tomorrow we can go work. And if I didn't, then you have to sleep on tonight thinking about qualifying. So just, you know, just thanks to the team and what a great job they've done.
Thomas Schechter, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Elio Castroneves ends up P1. The pole has not been decided yet. It will be between 4:30 and 6. Now, the next item on the agenda is for the fastest 9 drivers to select the way they will go out in this second segment, and the fastest, Elio, will have the first pick. Will he choose to go out in 9th or 8th? Who knows? But there are the 9. All 3 Penske cars, both Ganassi cars, and a few others. Back in a moment. Segment 1 of qualifying is complete. Now a break until 4:30, in which we will have a 90-minute shootout for the pole position. Mario Marias makes it on his final run of the first segment. Here's Lindy.
Mario, first of all, talk about what a scramble it had to have been after your first run this morning. Talk about the teamwork there.
Well, it was pretty tough this morning, you know, after everything that we passed through, crashing the last lap in the first attempt. And, well, the team did a great job putting the car together, you know, for this last attempt, and was just in the last minute.
Yeah, you really got out there in the nick of time. What's going through your mind out there?
Well, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy for everybody from the team. They worked really hard for this. And, well, I think we have a great, solid car for the race, and we will go for that.
We'll see you then. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Helio Castroneves is down at the south end of the racetrack by the Performance Pit Center with Jack Arute.
All right, Brian Barnard is here. We're going to run the draw. Brian, let's just go through it again. The fastest qualifier in P1 gets to make the first choice, right?
Yeah, we got a sheet here with the 9 positions on it. We're going to start with the representative for the 3 car. Here's Tim Cindric. He's going to come up, put the 3 car in, and tell when the 3 car wants to run.
What's your pick? Turn around here, Tim, so you can face the camera. Where are you going?
We're going P1.
Wow, that's a little different.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it gives us a slight chance to go 3 times, but you know Helio here, he wants to get out and get it done. We'll see what happens.
All right, as he sets it down, we've got the second pick will go to his teammate, Will Power.
Yep, Clive Howell will come up and represent the 12 car. Thanks, Tim.
All right, Clive. Cindric picked P1. Where are you going with Will?
I think we're going to go a little bit later than that. I think we're going to go P5.
P5?
5.
Still gives you a little chance for a second chance.
Yeah, it gives us a chance for a second chance, and hopefully it gets a little cooler by later in the session.
Right. So affix your name to number 5. Now we get out of the Team Penske side of things. Who's next?
Rob Edwards representing Alex Tagliani and Andre Yazzie coming up.
They have to bring a pair for the one shot. Rob, you've thought a lot about this. We talked to Alex Tagliani, said you had 3 choices that you guys were going to talk about. What have you chosen?
Well, Clive took my first choice. So I think we'll go for number 4.
All right, kind of makes sense. Gives you the opportunity for a second run.
Exactly.
All right. Yep. Good luck, and we thank you.
Thank you.
As they finish theirs, now we get into P3, into P4.
Yep, we have the Ganassi representatives, Chip Ganassi and Barry Wanzer coming up.
Chip, if you want to just stand over here, Barry, so we get in the camera. All right, these are your choices. Where you go? Oh, you go right to 6.
I'm signing the 10 car, Jack. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
You're going right to the 10 car for 6.
Right to the 10 car for 6. Yes.
All right.
Chip, are you staying for the 9?
Are you going to stay for the 9?
I'm not staying for the 9. Mike Hall is doing the 9.
You got
it. All right. Say goodbye to Chip Ganassi.
Mike
now
Hall
we get Mike
for the
Hall.
9 car.
For Scott Dixon. Mike, if you can just go right on over there, and you've had some time to think about this. Where are you going?
What's that?
Where are you going?
Jack, you need to speak up. We're on television. What was that? We're going to go 3.
All right, so you're going 30 just because it's temperature, or you just
because
that's
it's all available. That's left? No, because it's available. And my eyesight's bad. I can't see to the end there. So.
There you go. All right, good luck to you. So now we're getting down to the short
Steve
ones.
Dixon from Ray Hall Letterman Racing representing Graham Ray Hall.
And I would have to say that may be the best run that we've seen in the round 1, because he almost lost that sucker and he's made it into the final session.
No, he did a good job, and you know we're happy to be here for a part-time deal, and obviously Graham wants to do this the rest of the season, so he's putting a big effort into it.
Oh, okay, guys.
So.
You're going down to where, P7?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll be 7th out.
Okay, Brian Lyles representing Newman Haas Racing and the 06 of Hideki Muto. Here you go, Brian.
Brian, there aren't a lot of choices left, either early or late.
I think we'll go early. Just give us time to think about it and get out again, hopefully. Go even quicker.
So Hideki Muto will be going out 2nd in line behind Helio Castroneves. Good luck to you and Hideki, Brian.
Thanks very much.
Great. And Roger coming up representing the 6 car.
Roger, there seemed to be some debate that maybe you were going to try and move him up, but then you pulled out of line.
Well, I think that we're just for sure wanted to be in this fast 9 here tonight, and it looked like the cars that were going out were not going to be able to post a better time. So, you know, I thought we'd save it until the fast 9.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, here are your choices. 8 or 9? You need to think about it?
No, I think I'm going to take 8.
Okay. And that leaves our 9th qualifier, and we were talking about what a great run.
Kevin Kay representing Panther Vision Racing coming up, and Ed Carpenter. What a great run Ed had making the fastest 9 here.
So
congratulations,
Kevin,
well done.
Thank you very much.
P9 goes
We're going to be going 9th.
Yeah. Hard choice, right?
Yeah, last one left.
All right. This was a lot of fun, guys, but this has just begun. Remember when I started the day and I said about the apple trying to balance it on the knife? Al Unser Jr. came to me and he said, "You think that's tough?" He says, "Now when you get to the shootout, what you want to do is you want to balance it on the knife and run through the house." Okay. Let's go and check in on another guy that's going to go out qualifying, Graham Rahal with Robbie Floyd.
Graham, when you saw that pick 7, you didn't think that was going to be available. In a perfect world, where you would have picked?
Well, I mean, I think that's probably pretty good for us because it gives you kind of an idea of what everybody else is going to run. Also gives you some time to adjust to the heat and stuff. But we'll see what happens. I mean, the quick trim car's been really good. A little loose in qualifying this morning, but I think that, we figured out what that was. So we'll move on from here and see where it ends up.
Now, I'm looking up at the tally there. P6 or Q6. How you feeling about your chances moving up from there?
Well, I think that it's pretty impressive, this group. We basically decided to do this 2 weeks ago. For us to be where we're at is pretty good. Realistically, I'd love to be, of course, you want to be on pole. Realistically, if we can be in the first couple of rows, I'd like to keep in the first 2, but we'll see what happens.
And his dad, again, is at Laguna Seca. He can't be here today, but I'm sure he's watching on Versus.
The boy done good, Bobby. Graham Rahal in the top 9. And now Elio Castroneves, who ended up in P1, will again have P1. He will be going out for the first attempt in this pole shootout. Now less than 15 minutes away from the start of the second half of the second part of qualifying here on the pole shootout. There are the way the cars will be going out for the second half. Elio Castroneves has selected P1. He will be the first to go out. Lindy Thaxton is with Tagliani.
All right, Alex, you were able this afternoon to sit back and watch what Will and Elio could go out and do. What do you think you've got for them?
I don't know. Honestly, the team did a great job so far. We're trying something. I mean, we're going to go for it, obviously. We're not, laying back. We'll see if we have something for the Penske cars.
You getting pretty nervous this afternoon?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. I was at the medical getting a breathing treatment, and I was getting these guys, withdrawing their lap, just to qualify up front. So they felt pretty secure, and that's what Penske is. They're really strong. They know what they've got. So hopefully with what we have is going to be enough to give them a run for their money.
Good luck to you, Tags.
Thank you.
Robbie?
Lindy Thaxton, I'm looking at Ed Carpenter, and he made it in that top 9. It doesn't make a difference. As long as you're in that 9, you have a chance at pole at Indy. How does it feel?
It's good. That was one of our goals coming into this, was to qualify in the top 9 and make the shootout. I don't think I'm realistic. We don't have the speed to go after the pole that some of these guys have. So, we're in a bit of a unique situation because we don't really need the points. We're not running full time. So, we're playing it a little safe here. Just going to go put in our run and, happy to be 9th. And
were you surprised with TK and Briscoe being after you that you were able to hold on to that position all day?
I nearly crashed in my run about 4 or 5 times, so I wasn't surprised to see people struggling. I mean, it was really tough conditions earlier in the day, and I doubt it's going to be much easier right now. So, it's what it's all about. It's Indianapolis. You got to hang it out, and we made it in the shootout. It's going to be my best start, so I'm happy with it.
Congratulations, Ed Carpenter. Guaranteed at least 9th place starting position.
Yeah, one thing we might explain is that we qualified 24 today. Now the top 9 are locked in. They will be in the order in which they qualify coming up here. The others are not necessarily locked in. They could be bumped in tomorrow as the slowest car in the field, regardless of what day he qualified, when the field is filled tomorrow on bump day. Well, while we were discussing this whole thing about drawing for position, I was thinking that the guy who ended up in P1 would choose the 9th spot so that he would know what everybody else is going to do before he went out, but instead he picks number 1. What's up with that?
Well, I think you heard them say it. What they're just trying to do is they get their run over with, and then they could be the first to go out for that second round, and then possibly even a third is what that mindset is. Because the closer you can get to 6 o'clock, when the track conditions are just, you know, when the track is happiest and fastest, there's where you want to be.
And Bob, I think you have to think of it like a chess player. They weren't thinking about the first move. They were thinking about the second and the third. So they had worked it out on paper, saying which spot gives me, as Robbie said, the best shot of running last if I need it.
Hideki Muto will be second out. There's a bit of a surprise. I think there are Carpenter, Muto, Graham Rahal. It's really good to see some guys outside of the big five in the top 9.
And I think in particular a shout out to Rahal. We spoke to both Graham Rahal and Ed Carpenter. That was fantastic effort for both.
Yeah. Jack Arute.
You see him doing jumping jacks, looking at his car, starting to visualize. Oh, Elio, turn around for a second. Right there. Why did you guys pick number 1?
Let's go, man. We're ready. We gotta go.
I got to tell you something, guys. This tells you what you need to know about qualifying. Think about it. Elio loves to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Not today.
I think that's probably the first time I have ever seen Elio say, I'm getting in the zone.
Yeah. He wanted nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's good. Elio flexes the muscles. He'll be first out when segment 2 begins in less than 10 minutes.
Select Izod IndyCar driver. Driver selected, Dan Weldon. Select race transport. Mission finish first. The fastest drivers in the world. See who wins at racetotheparty.com.